Your extraordinary generosity, a staggering 100,000 donations, well over the $110 million campaign goal, energizing George Mason University. Exceeding expectations, every campus thriving, all because so many George Mason friends and alumni care. The 7-year-long Campaign for George Mason, an unprecedented success because of you. The university is putting those funds to good use. From financial aid.
Because of the Friends of Dance donors, I'm able to go to school here and study something that I really love.
It gave me an opportunity to go out of state at a college I liked.
It's been a big help for me in being able to afford to come back to school.
To building George Mason University's future.
It's families like the Lynch family and the Catalyst Fund. They're not just giving to a school. They're making the world a safer and more peaceful place by helping us become better peacemakers.
Because of private support, costly simulated patients now help George Mason University nursing students better prepare for their careers.
We have had an enormous amount of new equipment coming in, and our technology has definitely advanced over the last year.
Take a deep breath.
It makes going into a professional world a little bit more knowledgeable.
They do soccer and basketball, and you're in track and field.
Because of the Keller family's generosity, young adults with intellectual disabilities can now receive a George Mason education.
I'm so proud and so excited for them to watch the independence, being able to handle their own money, go places on their own. It really has opened a whole new world.
Because of major grants, Mason students get an out-of-this-world education. Actually, planning and designing experiments that will reach our solar system's outer limits.
Once students find out that George Mason is involved in planetary exploration, their eyes just get big. You can see them get excited, especially when you mention things like we're searching for life on other worlds, and they can participate in that.
Because of private support, Professor Stephen Fuller, his students and staff help forecast the future for our entire region, helping businesses build, plan, expand.
We're tracking the pulse of the economy. We know a lot about this region, and because of that, people call us, and they're not just local people. I get calls from investors from all over the country. Because of the campaign, the Center for Regional Analysis is able to provide the services that we provide to anybody.
And George Mason alumni supported the campaign in record numbers, enriching student life in and out of the classroom, in every corner of the university.
Because of this campaign, we've become bigger and better. We can offer more opportunities for students by recruiting better faculty, by building more classroom spaces, by offering them more programming, building art centers. We have over 100,000 alumni, and we're really proud of what they've done with this campaign. We have chosen to make an investment back in this university. It's tremendously satisfying.
Our donors helped make George Mason part of the Library of Congress's digital collection. The Center for History and New Media's September 11th archive is the nation's largest, and George Mason shares it with the world.
Because of the campaign, the Center for History and New Media has more than tripled in size in the last 5 years. We're reaching thousands of students online, working with hundreds of teachers locally. More than 8 million people come to our website every year.
And because of the Charles G. Koch Foundation, George Mason was able to attract economics professor and now Nobel laureate Vernon Smith and his entire team, an extraordinary move for any university.
The other universities that approached us, they had difficulty handling all 7. The Koch Foundation made that relatively easy for George Mason University, no question about that.
Vernon Smith's team has in turn attracted the best and brightest scholars to help create innovative new economic models and theories.
Vernon Smith is one of the great social scientists of the 20th century. People do recognize that when they come here. It's one of the major draws of the economics department.
I'm so happy that I could get a chance here to be able to work with Dr. Smith and learn such a new area in economics.
Because of fellow classmates, George Mason law students have an emergency We Help Each Other fund when there's nowhere else to turn.
It's unlike any fund at any other law school that we're aware of, and it really does provide a safety net for students who find themselves in any sort of financial crisis.
They really care about individual students and what's happening in their lives, as well as, of course, getting them off to a good start.
Because of the power of public and private support, George Mason thrives in the 21st century as Virginia's largest university, still building for the future because of you.